Good morning, everyone. Well, this is take 2 on my Tuesday video. My name is Sherry Minnie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Colorado. I live in a small rural town of Keensburg. And I tried to do this. I started on this card, got about halfway through, and I had stopped it to go get something in my studio. And when I came back, I forgot to put it back to record. So we're going to try one more time. So today's card is a cutesy kind of card. There's a little bit of a story behind this card. I try to do greeting cards for the birthdays and anniversaries from all those that attend our church. And I had a little boy in my Sunday school class for several years. He's since gotten a little older and moved up, but he was the shark guy. He knew more about sharks than any young child I'd ever known, and he just loves them. And so when I saw this in the stamp set in the annual catalog, I thought, yep, that's the card for Justin. So I made it using a hammerhead shark. The one we're going to make later is going to feature the dolphin. And it's just a cute little card, and I just put a happy birthday on it. So for our stamp set and our dies, we are using a bundle. It's called Friendly Fins, and as you can see, it has the shark. We're going to use the dolphin. Lots of little sea scenes that we're going to use, and the matching dies that cut out a lot, and we're using a ton of these dies. So I will get those out. We are using several ink colors. We're using the gray granite, the lemon lolly. For our ocean scene, the colors on our ocean front piece, we're going to do Summer Splash and Coastal Cabana. We'll also be using a couple of, sorry for all the clanging. We're going to use a couple blending brushes. Stampin' Up! Does sell these, and if you're interested in any of the products that I'm showing today, you can always go to my website at sherryminnie.stampinup.net. And I will also have a blog post at simplylovestampin.com shortly after this video is uploaded. And then we're going to use some bling. On this one, I'm going to use the glossy dots, and I think I'll use this color because it's kind of a sea color, and hopefully it'll kind of look like bubbles. So to start off with, here's our packet with our card, our envelope as usual. We have a card base that is thick basic white. Sorry, got stuff stuck in here. And it is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. You'll have a piece of designer series paper. I happen to use the Country Woods, has a bunch of different wood type patterns. I'm not real sure. I think I'm going to try it with this blue in the front. This is 4 1/4 by 5.5. We'll be covering the whole front of our card base. You'll have a piece of peach pie, a piece of shamrock sky. Yeah, shamrock sky. Piece of lemon lolly, piece of calypso coral, and a piece of basic white to do your greeting and your little dolphin on, and then you'll have a piece that we're going to do our ocean scene on, okay? So to start with, I think we're going to work on our ocean scene, and I have already started this. I kind of messed it up, but I can at least show you how I did it, because this is what it takes. It does take some time to get the colors the way you want them, and this one is not anywhere near. And I probably would do it over because I made those streaks, and I don't really know how I did that, but I did. So we're going to take our darker color, which is the Summer Splash, and I'll show you how you do this. I'm not going to do the whole thing because, like I say, it just takes more time than I want to hold you up on the video. And you just take your ink pad and you kind of put some ink on it, and then I start it on a scratch paper and I kind of tap it because I don't want that blotchiness on my scene. So I start off and I go on, and you can just keep building layer after layer after layer and making it as dark as you want. Now I could leave those in there, these little streaks. I may use this one. I don't know. I'll have to decide. But because you know the ocean has lots of things going on in it. So, but I want the really bottom part to be very dark. You know, I think I am going to use this because I didn't bring another one over, so I guess we're going to have to use this whether we want to or not. And if you put more pressure on it, it does transfer the color, but it also, you take the chance of having it be kind of splotchy. I don't like that for me personally. All right, and then we're going to take our, this is Coastal Cabana. Now these brushes you can use over and over if you just rub all the ink out of it, but I happen to have enough to have one for each color, so I'm not going to take the time to do that. Same thing on this. We are just going to tap it and then just lightly rub it. I don't want this one to be as dark. And just kind of blend them together. I must be picking up, there must be a bent bristle on my blending brush that's giving me those little streaks. Okay, that's going to be good enough. So that's how you do that, and then we build everything on top of this, okay? But first of all, we're going to get all the stamping that we have to do, which is not much, but we'll get that out of the way. As soon as I find my pieces. Where did they go? Underneath my paper? No. Okay, oh, there they are. They're hiding over here. All right. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to stamp our greeting and our little dolphin. And this is a two-step stamp set, which means that you have a stamp for the outline and then you have a stamp for the infill of it, the color that you want to put in the middle. So to start with, we're going to do our dolphin outline in the gray granite. I am using my pad, my little spongy pad, because this is a photopolymer stamp set, and I'm just going to put him down here. And then for the color on the inside, we're going to, again, take the gray granite. I need my scrap piece back. We're going to take the gray granite and we are going to stamp off to make it lighter. And then what you do is you just line this up. And it's not, this is not a hard one to really get lined up pretty accurately. And it fills in and just gives you the little, I got off a little bit, but I'm not right over it. So, but it's not bad. Okay. And then we're going to do our little happy birthday greeting in the summer splash. And like I say, I've already done this twice, so my stuff, it was all organized. Not so much right now. And we'll just do our happy birthday here. Okay. And then for the dolphin, there is a die that we would take it to our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and take it and run it through. There's also, I used a die, I believe, from the Stitch Shapes. It's kind of, it does the, it's a banner type, and I cut it out with that. And I didn't think to bring that one over here. So that's that for that. I'll put my little dolphin back because I'm notorious for losing things. Now we'll finish our stamping. So we're going to, on the inside, we're going to stamp our happy birthday, oh, I did this incorrectly. I'm so sorry. This should have said, got me a little rattled because I lost all my previous taping, which makes me irritated. Sorry. This one here should have said, and I can still stamp it on here and cut it out. This one should have said, make a splash, not happy birthday. Now we'll do happy birthday on the inside. I'll get it together, guys. I know I was absent the last couple of weeks. Like I may have said previously, life just got in the way. Had so many things going on. And I'm going to stamp my happy birthday right here. I had a huge funeral at church, and we fed over 200 people, so that is a pretty big undertaking, and takes it's not just the serving of the food, but you got to prepare. I don't prepare all of it. I have a wonderful team that helps me out. Could never do it on my own, and people brought things, but it does take a lot of work and time, and so, and my old bones are they get tired more easily, and I don't bounce back so quickly. So now we're going to take our little angelfish, and we're going to just decorate the front with some angelfish. And we're also going to put some on our envelope. And then we will fill it in with our yellow, which is lemon lolly. And these are easy to fill in. I'm not standing or sitting right over them like I would in my studio, so I may not do as good a job, but they're not hard to, they're not really that hard to do. She says. Okay, there's that, and then we'll do the two on the inside. This Friendly Fin stamp set is on the sale that's going on with Stampin' Up. It'll end tomorrow. And it includes any of the stamps in the 24-25 annual catalog. Bundles are not included. However, you can go ahead and buy the stamp set and then order the bundle separately and still save yourself some money. And if you are interested in ordering anything, you can go to my online store at sherrymani.stampinup.net, and this card will be on my blog shortly after the video is uploaded, simplylovestampin.com. Okay, I think that's it for our stamping. Okay, so now we are going to take and put our designer series paper on the front of our card. And to do that, normally, I think if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I would normally put the glue on here and take it to the paper. This, when you're doing a full sheet, for me, it seems to be a little bit easier if I just put the glue on the sheet, on the card base, kind of making sure I catch the corners, and put the paper down to it. I don't normally cover the whole sheet because it does waste. You don't get as much out of your sheet of designer series paper, but I decided to do this. I have to give a huge shout out to Amy Koenders from Stampin' with Amy K, I believe it is, for this layout. She did it several months ago, and I just loved the way it did, so I thought, hey, I changed it just a wee. I changed up the papers and stuff a little bit, but not much. So there's that. Okay, now we will take our CCing, and we are going to take, I did all the die cutting just because I know it would take forever. So we would take this peach pie piece, and we would do that with the kind of like cave entrance, I don't know what you call it, and you end up with this piece. We'll take a piece of shy shamrock. I have a hard time saying that word. And we're going to cut out our sea grasses, and you get two different ones in the dies, so that makes it a little easier on the die cutting. And you get that, and let me see what I have here. I have a whole container of little die cutouts, and then you end up with these two little pieces. Then you'll have a piece of Calypso coral, from which we're going to do the lobster and the little seashell, like so, and you end up with the lobster, which I think is so cute. And then you have a little another seashell. And then for the lemon lolly, which is our yellow, is where we do our fish. So we have one big one, and then it cuts out two of the small ones. So for the card, you need one big one and four of the little ones, so you'll have to do some double double cutting there. And for the rocks, we have a piece of, sorry, my fingers don't want to pick the piece of smoky slate. And we have one rock die, and again, you need 2 of those, so you'll have to do some double cutting. Okay, I'm gonna put all these away so I don't lose my dies, because here's the rock, and then here is our little dolphin, and here are our fish, who are very tiny and very easily misplaced. Okay. And now we're just going to build our front, and that's kind of what we have left to do. Okay, so again, let me put all my dies in this little bowl. That way I won't, oops, guess what? There, I did just slide one off. That's all right. I'll find him later. He's got to be in this room because I'm not leaving. All right. So to start off with, we're going to take our peach pie piece, a little cave entrance, or kind of looks like a cave to me. I don't know. And I'm going to use my smaller glue applicator and just kind of put some. You know that I use this a lot. A lot of people do not like it, but a lot of the times the reason they don't like it is they use too much and they squeeze too hard. And it does take a little bit of time to realize you don't have to squeeze very hard, and you do not need very much of this to get it. And I'm going to raise this up just a little bit from the bottom because our rocks will cover that. Okay, oh, and I need 2 rocks. And luckily, I have 2 rocks. And I did find that tweezers came in handy for doing some of this stuff. Not all the larger pieces, but definitely the smaller ones. And on the rocks, I just put glue along the bottom because I am going to try to stick our seaweed or seagrass, whatever you want to call it, behind. So I did do that. Again, just along the bottom. And line this up at the edge. All right, and then we will do our little lobster. Check, make sure I'm still filming, because this is about where I got on my first one and ended up with not filming. There's the lobster. Our little seashell. Oh, first of all, I think I'll put my seagrass in. That will make it a little easier. Just a little bit of glue again on it. And we're going to stick it, let's see, yeah, we're going to stick it kind of like right there and try to get it straight. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter because in the bottom of the ocean, the seagrass would be moving, wouldn't it? Okay, come on. These little pieces of my fat fingers, or my fingers that don't work like they used to when I was younger, do not always get along. Okay, and then we'll put some more here. And we will stick this underneath, like about so. Okay, and that takes care of that. And then we can put on our little seashell. Kind of reminds me of a top. And I'm going to put him off to the side like so. And then for the fish, I put the big one down, kind of like the pool inside the cave. And then the little ones I put, up above. And these are the ones I definitely needed the tweezers for. They're tiny. So I put one up here. One kind of down here. We won't be doing this card in class. It's just too many pieces, but I am having card class next week, Thursday, Friday, as our usual schedule. Invites went out this morning, so hopefully you all received those, and I'm hoping some of you can come, and we can have a nice group. I will be doing my annual Christmas Stamp-A-Stack in November. I believe it's the 9th. So I'll watch for more information on that. Okay, now we're going to take this. Now you can, if you want to, I believe on my sample, yes, I did. On my sample, I did pop, oh, sorry about that. I popped up my front piece, but after thinking about it, and with postage having gone up so much, it makes it thicker, and I just want to take a chance. So on this one, I'm not going to. I'm just going to put this one down flat. And we will pop up the little dolphin and the little greeting piece. So this one, I'm taking the glue to the paper. And then we will stick this on here. Not sure how this blue is going to work, but I ran out of the other types of wood, so this is what we get. And I'm trying to be more conscious of using up what I have instead of just buying more. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do some, we're going to put our little dolphin up on dimensionals. I love dolphins. I've had the opportunity to swim with them, and they're so fun and so playful. That was a long time ago, but it was fun. And I think I'll use a couple, just the small mini ones, just to get his nose to stay up, and maybe his bottom fin. And maybe his top fin. You got them, you might as well use them, right? And then the other thing we're going to put up on dimensionals is the little make a splash greeting. And I'm sorry, I know this is carrying on a little bit, but there were lots of pieces. And I didn't do one for a couple of weeks, so I'm a little bit out of practice. All right, so let's get started. Actually, I'm going to put this on first because I kind of wanted the dolphin kind of looking like maybe he was jumping over the thing. Don't know if I can accomplish that. So I'm going to put this and kind of cover up some of my blotches. And then we will take our little dolphin. put him kind of like right there. Okay, and I think finally that is it. So here's the one with the dolphin. Here's the one with the hammerhead shark for Justin. And here, of course, are the envelopes that we did. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. I know it's longer than I normally do. I try to keep them 15, 20 minutes, but not this one. But again, I appreciate every view that I get, and I know your time is valuable, so I do appreciate you taking your time to watch this. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening or whenever you choose to watch this. And may God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.